Oregon, a group of armed militiamen are occupying a government building to protest the federal prosecution of 2 ranchers for arson, a case they say is an example of gross government overreach. Fox News correspondent Anita Vogel is following the story from our West Coast bureau. Hi, Anita.
Well, hi there, Elizabeth. You know, this all started out fairly peacefully yesterday with about 300 marchers parading through the small town of Burns, Oregon, to protest the prosecution of 2 local ranchers. Dwight Hammond and his son Stephen are expected to head back to prison on Monday after a judge ruled they hadn't served enough time, saying that the ranchers were prosecuted under an anti-terrorism law that requires a 5-year minimum sentence. Now, the pair had served some time for charges they set 2 fires on federal land they were leasing for cattle grazing. Not for fire prevention as they claimed, but to cover up an alleged deer poaching operation. Those fires ended up scorching 140 acres, some of which was federal land. The Hammonds say although the time doesn't fit the crime, they appreciate the support from the community.
I'm going to jail for 5 years for 127. Seems like a bit of an overkill. It isn't my decision, obviously. It's a sentence.
However, late Saturday, those peaceful protests took a turn after the Bundy family became involved. Remember Cliven Bundy, who had a notorious dispute with the federal government a few years back in Nevada over unpaid grazing fines? His son Ammon put out a call to action over Facebook and invited armed militia to join them. And that's when we saw a takeover of the Malheur Wildlife Refuge building about 30 miles away from Burns.
It is the people's facility, owned by the people, and it has been provided for us to be able to come together and unite in making a hard stand against this overreach, this taking of the people's land and resources.
However, a lawyer for the Hammonds tells the AP the family doesn't want the Bundys' help. They insist they want to speak for themselves. And of course, we'll wait until tomorrow to see if the Hammonds turn themselves in to finish up their prison sentence. And in the meantime, residents who live nearby report feeling uneasy with unknown armed militia members in their town. Elizabeth, back to you.
Yeah, I'd say so. Anita Vogel, thank you so much.